You want some whiskey?
Let's make sure we're on the right channel. All right, everything looks like it's in order. How y'all doing? Well, I moved a few things around on my desk. Ooh, I did not have this artifact just a second ago. That makes it worse. I'm being serious. I tested everything like for a full 30 minutes before I started, and then now I've got this artifact above me. Where is that coming from? If I do that, maybe? It's a bit bright. Okay. That's the struggles with streams. You streamers know what I'm talking about. You do everything right. Everything right. You can test everything all day, and as soon as you go live, things happen. So anyway, it's good to see everybody. I put this out there on the YouTube community. There's been a patch since the last time I streamed, which was last week, and Larian has unlocked hard mode, which I'm not a hard mode person. Have I done hard mode in things? Yes. But things like Mass Effect, where I'm very familiar with the game. I know what's going to happen. I know when it's going to happen. I know how many enemies I'm going to fight. I know where to take cover. I mean, I know the game inside and out. So I have done those in hard mode. I have not done Mass Effect 3. That's why I'm trying to get to Mass Effect 3, so that way I can kind of do those runs, you know, in Insanity. No death. I've done Mass Effect 1. Mass Effect 2, I don't, for me, I can't speak for everybody, but for me, it's impossible for me to do a hard mode run in Mass Effect 2 because it's so buggy, especially at the beginning when it comes to combat. I think, you know, Com is lurking, but he would probably agree that Mass Effect 3 is just sublime when it comes to combat. It is my favorite. It's not even close. It's like all the little features that 1 had that 2 try to perfect. It was like a mountain that they fixed in 3. To me, there's so many things. The melee's better. The cover system is better. The stickiness of hiding or taking cover is better. The powers are better. They're better allocated. I mean, just everything's better. So for me personally, Mass Effect 3 is the best game for combat. 2 has a ton of story, so there's a lot of people that love 2. But for me, 3 is really where it's at. So I'm trying to get to 3 so that way I can start doing some Insanity hardcore modes in Twitch at some point. 100% agreement. To this day, I love how Mass Effect 3's combat. It just feels right. And that's the one that has the multiplayer. And so I was able to, like, you know, I'd been doing multiplayer for so long until Legendary came out. And I kind of assumed that they were going to add it at some point, but they never did. So anyway, hope everybody is doing good. We're going to continue the Drow Ranger build. But what I was saying at the very beginning is that Larian released a hard mode. And I think it would be wise for me to attempt it. I don't know when, though. If everybody like came on tonight and said, "We want you to do hard mode," I mean, I'll do it. But I didn't get any strong opinions one way or the other. That may change after a while. I like the gold dice, though. I'm big on gold dice. Now, I don't do anything modded. I never do anything modded. I always run things vanilla, plain Jane, even if it breaks, even if it's not worth doing, right? Unless it's a Bethesda game. Bethesda is like, you got to, right? So even Starfield, I have one mod on Starfield, and it's really just to remove the whole like filter that's on there. And when you do that, everything is clear. Like, it looks beautiful. The game looks like a beautiful game when you just remove that one filter, and that's all that mod does. But I don't run with mods on really any game. So I like playing vanilla. I like to play it as it comes to me. And there's already a mod out there that unlocks the gold dice. So don't believe anybody that has gold dice at the moment. That's the moral of that story, right? Hey, if you play with mods, that's fine. More power to you. But I don't, because there's always a way to make things appear that mods are intended to like give better quality of life, not hack the system. Me personally, you know. But anyway, so we're going to do our Drow Ranger, and I'm looking forward to it because I've done a Drow Thief. We've got a Gnome Warlock. We have a Bard, and I have a Druid. Originally, I thought my Druid was going to be my main, but I fell in love with my Thief, and I knew I would. I fought it to the very end. I love my Thief. So we're going to go in and we're going to talk to, starts with a K. What is, not Karlak. Oh boy. I'm old, guys. Yeah, I forget things. I forget a lot of names. So bear with me. But anyway, we're going to go in here and we're going to do this part. And that should give us some XP that we need in order to do some other stuff in the area. And then we'll come back down to do the sirens. The harpies that are down there. I'm going to come back to that because I usually save that for later. They're not easy because they often take an advantage on you. If you have like a fifth party member, it would be super simple, but there's just enough of them at this level to make it really difficult, more so than it should be, you know? So anyway, we'll get in here and we'll do this. And I'm going to just kind of do a playthrough where we're just basically playing it, you know? I'm not going to spend a bunch of time like, what should I do? You know, if I'm kind of stuck on something, I may just say, screw it. Let's just, you know, go on. But I don't want to spend a lot of time confusing the viewer with these playthroughs. So y'all let me know if there's something you want to see, though.
The forest rose with claw and tooth to tear the darkness from its roots. The mural depicts druid and beast fighting together.
I love my little hat. The hat is great.
It looks like they were victorious, and yet the monsters have returned.
Have you lost your senses, Koga? Release her.
She stole the idol. Please. I'm sorry.
This is madness, Koga. She's just a
what, Wrath? A thief? A poison?
Korga, that's it. Korga.
I will imprison the devil. And I will cast out every stranger.
Thing about RPGs, guys, is that especially like if you played them from the original Baldur's Gate and I don't know, even Daggerfall to a certain extent, a lot of those games try to pull you in a certain type of character, and then there's a certain redeeming aspect where if you play evil, you just go along with it, right? If you play kind of like a good aligned character, you can make concessions, or maybe you can redeem the person, or maybe they're just not redeemable, but there's like there's a nugget of truth that they're holding on to, and there's reasons why they are the way they are. Korga is definitely one of those types. I would definitely encourage you that anytime you come across any characters in Baldur's Gate 3, assume that the face value has more to it than just what you might think, because it's intentional. They want to bring you in. They want you to hate this person and then get conflicted. That's the hook. So, Thief. Oh, and I need to turn on Ripley. There's Ripley. There you go.
Girl. You mean parasite. She eats our food, drinks our water, then steals our most holy idol in thanks. Wrath, lock her up. She remains here until the rite is complete. And keep still, devil. Tila is restless.
Come, Koga. We took back the idol. Surely...
Do it.
Oh, and I got a, this came in. This is my Baldur's Gate 2 shirt. But the only thing is that it's a double XL, and it's you know, kind of on the edge of fitting. So I probably should have gotten a triple XL. I'm not super small, guys. I mean, I don't know how I look to you in the camera, but I'm not very small. This jacket I have to get oversized. I think this is a triple XL maybe, but yeah. Anyway. We could go with nature, but we have a -1 to intelligence, but we do have nature proficiency because we are druid. I'm sorry, we are ranger. This one's only giving me a +1 because of charisma, and then of course detect thoughts. So we're going to try the nature. We have Shadowheart. I mean, okay, so let's just say we get 1 from guidance, 2 from nature proficiency, and then -1 from intelligence. It's basically a +2 at the very minimum, you know? So we need at least a 10. It's a 50-50 chance. I think we have 1 inspiration, though. Oh, we don't.
The devil sowed chaos. She remains until the rite is complete.
The snake's hiss of approval reveals its intentions. Should the child struggle, it is poised to strike.
I could intimidate. I have a lot of... Well, no, I'm thinking of my rogue. So my rogue, my thief, can check almost anything. I have high persuasion, high dex. I mean, you give me the situation and she'll be able to either have a conversation about it or, you know, have enough lore behind her. She doesn't have the arcana. That's the only weakness, but there's usually other options. So, let me try the persuasion. Oh, it's a situational, so we might get this one. Yeah, we got it. And I am working on my next video. I'm pretty far. I might actually have it done by Friday.
Yes. She is more valuable out there than in here. Sif, Tila, to me.
The 21st.
My grace has its limits.
It hurts.
Thank you, Koga. Master Halsin...
Halsin isn't here. Keep his name off your tongue.
This game has a lot of replayability in the fact that there's a lot of scenes that occur that make no sense to you when you first play it, but then later on they do. And it's like, oh, that's what that means. I forgot about that scene or whatever. But no, it's the 21st, I believe. We have Baldur's Gate 1, the original game that's turning 25. And I haven't heard any fanfare. I would think that BioWare would try to do something. They're the ones who made the game. You know, they didn't publish it, but they were the developer. Without BioWare, it wouldn't have looked the way it looked. It's fact. They were the, you know, the writers. They were the pushers and the movers of it. But, you know, they weren't everything, of course. But, you know, they were probably 75% of the whole thing. So I'm surprised they're not doing something for it. I really wanted to hear them give some kind of attention to it. Because clearly, you know, they're ready to do stuff with Mass Effect. They're ready to do stuff with Dragon Age. There was a brand new trailer that just came out. So we're going to try to do something. I don't know what. What I may do is a stream. But what we may do is... just kind of go over maybe not the history of Baldur's Gate, but maybe it's just some lore tidbits, you know? You know, like maybe the Firewine Bridge or something. You know, just bring up some stuff. We'll look it up and then we'll kind of talk about it and stuff. There's a lot of stuff I have forgotten, but at the same time, once you kind of get into it, it's kind of like riding a bike. You start remembering some of that stuff. So, oops. I was gonna jump.
By claw and tooth from root to thorn, the old oak's grove to wildlings sworn. The mural shows druids claiming the grove in the name of the old oak, Sylvanus, god of nature.
Tiring business, isn't it? All this traveling and adventuring. Why don't we take a little break? Allow ourselves a few moments of rest? Gives me a chance to talk to you about something, well, rather important. We've been on the road together for a while now, haven't we? Survived some perils, overcame some obstacles. Ever since you were kind enough to free me from that stone, I've seen you demonstrate remarkable guile and courage. The way you diffused the tension between Zevlor and Aradin. The way you got Korga to release the girl. In short, I've grown to trust you.
One thing you'll notice, and I don't mean to interrupt the scene, but from editing, I've noticed that no matter what you say, the NPC or the companion picks up almost as if you didn't really say anything. He acknowledges that you said something sometimes, but a lot of times it's like you could say that's gratifying to hear, or you can say enough with the flattery, where is this going, or can't say the feeling's exactly mutual. And you'll notice that the last thing he says and the next thing he says usually can connect without explaining your response. And so what I'll do sometimes in some of my edits, not common, because I do think it's important to kind of see everything, but I will splice together things and it'll look like it was perfectly natural the way, just putting it together as if you didn't give a response. So
the reason I make a point of saying this is that I've grown confident enough to tell you something I've yet to tell another living soul, except for my cat. You see, I have this condition, very different from the parasite we share, but just as deadly.
Ranger, I think I might have a dock leaf in my bag. Or some medicinal berries. That's interesting.
Thank you for the offer, but the treatment for my condition is very specific. What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave inside.
Hold on. I meant to do something. This is what I forgot to do. Sorry. This is my fault. Shoot. Make this like that. There we go. There we go. Okay. And that's just so you guys can have be able to see the chat on the screen. Let me move it over some. Yeah. On replays and things like that. Okay, I apologize. There we go. I got it all fixed now. Okay. Okay.
I can say no more on the matter. Not now, anyway. Just trust me when I say it's all of vital importance. It's been days since I last consumed an artifact, since before we were abducted. It's only a matter of time before my craving returns. That is why I turn to you. I need you to help me find magic items to consume. It is vital. Dare I say it? Critical. We've already done the finding. In fact, you have one in your possession. You know for yourself how hard won such an item was, and it will be no easier when even more are required to assuage my hunger. There'll be danger involved. or great cost.
I personally love Gale. He's very specific with his words. He's very intentional. He's not hiding anything. So a lot of people have, come from the angle of like, he takes all of our magical equipment. I mean, he's more of a burden than, and I get it. I totally, again, Larian is doing something very specific. They're creating an emotion. And then when you realize what's going on, you're at a dilemma. You're at a crossroads. What should I do? Now you don't feel the way you did. And that's growth. That's growth of a companion that you understand. What I've said before in previous Baldur's Gate games, Baldur's Gate 1, Baldur's Gate 2, what's amazing about those games is that your companions have their own story. Each one of them do. They may not have a very big or long story, but they have their own story. And they're their own hero in their own story. He's his own hero in his story. Shadowheart's her own hero in her story. Lae'zel's, they continued that same trend of the storytelling. Howdy, hey Bree, how are you doing? It's good to see you. So that's what's going on here too. You have a feeling about this companion, and then that could change. It might stay the same, but their intent is to make you feel a certain way so they can juxtapose the situation, and now you can see it from a different angle. Yeah.
Splendid. Bit of boldness will serve us well.
How you doing, Bree?
I'm sure we won't have to look very far to find what I need. Faerun overflows with magic-infused treasure. As do our packs, as a matter of fact. We've such an item already in our possession. Primed for the moment the need arises. I hope I can count on you.
Yeah. Now we're going to talk to... I would say we need to talk to Shadowheart, but we got this wolf over here. Let me see if I can't get her to react.
We have the right to defend our home.
Sometimes she will.
To kill a bunch of innocents. I don't want to kill anyone, but I won't let this grove be.
I know that look. You're wondering why I was in pain before. Let's just clear the air about that now. It's just an old wound that hurts me from time to time. Nothing to be concerned about. It's nothing to do with the tadpoles, at least, in case your imagination is in danger of getting away from you. It's just something I have to live with.
And I do sometimes have a back problem, so I'm standing right now, but if I have to sit down, my chair's right there, just letting you guys know. Oh, and by the way, I got my beanie. This is Chet Zar. I don't know if you know who Chet Zar is. He's a artist. He does a lot of dark art stuff. I have this one of one painting. See that? It's on stone. There's slate, I should say. So it's an oil painting on slate. I just love it. And he just sent a bunch of goodies yesterday, and I couldn't be more thrilled. So, Jet Zar, if you're watching, I love you, man. I got a bunch of his stuff around here. So,
Quite a lot, if I'm being honest. But it always passes quickly, so I can manage.
okay.
Positive. You can trust me on that.
Okay. Okay. Now we are Ranger. Let's keep looking around. Where are we? Okay. Let's make our way around.
That mural, they look like...
In darkest hour, a concord made, twixt harp and wild against the shade. Harp and wild. You recall stories of an alliance between druids and the harpers, but the details are vague.
Okay. Harpers.
The towers seized, the battle done. The moonrise broke the darkest one. You recognize the mark of the dark goddess Shar on the broken helmet. This army marched in her name.
So
Interesting.
many dead. Sent to the Night Singer's embrace.
Moonrise must be a reference to Shah's divine sister, Saluna.
Inspiration. So we saw all of them. I believe that's all of them. Opportunity attack. We have a speak with animals, so I got to find the wolf again.
This will all be
We could try to talk to these rats, but you'll see.
The rat watches your movements but does not speak.
Okay, let's go talk to the wolf.
I need a quick word.
Another stranger come to vex me. What will you do? Hunt me? Grab my tail? Shout until my head hurts?
Now, a lot of people don't say number 3, but this is actually probably the intended answer. I just wanted to give you my smell. I'll leave you be. It's a wolf. Let him be him, you know?
No, wait. You smell fresh. Safe. You can stay, if you must.
There you go. See? All right. So everything's red. It's obviously if we steal something, we're going to be in trouble. But I am going to go ahead and steal something.
This calls for careful footwork.
Back here, it says Korga's chest. Oops. Gonna go over here to make sure we're good. So that dude's just standing right there. So we're gonna do a quick save. I'm gonna try to lockpick.
Don't give me trouble now.
Oh, I should have put guidance on before I did this. Oh well, we got it. We're going to take it. So what that is, obviously just a gem. And we have our gemstones in here. No, not perfume letter. It's Faldorn, and then this half-torn note. So the half-torn note is really what we're looking for. It says, this mark crisscrosses the page. Wait a minute. The marks crisscrossing the page don't look scribed so much as slashed. Korga, swamp docks, tree, meet me alone, Aladan. So we know that that's a meeting spot. So, but here's what's interesting to me. Faldorn's Canticle, the Shadow Druid's Doctrine. If you don't know who Faldorn is, Faldorn was a character in the original Baldur's Gate. And this kind of goes what I was saying, is that there's a lot of arcs within the old games and the new games. And I'm very happy to see that they just didn't ignore all that stuff. They knew their history. They obviously did know the original Baldur's Gate stories and the backstories and companions. Because there's references to them all over this game. But you don't have to know it to play this game. So it's really, really well done by Larian. I mean, I'm not trying to give props to Larian just because, but they do deserve some props for being able to play the game without having any information about the original games. You just don't have to have it. But Faldorn was a druid, and one that I actually used quite a bit in the original Baldur's Gate. Over Jaheira. Jaheira is actually pretty valuable, but the book's spine is limber from overuse. The corner of one page is folded inwards. Balance is a myth. Where any clan treads, nature struggles. Unity is a fiction. Men of mere flesh seek only to tame beast and raise flora. We are the thunder, and we are the rain. We shatter mankind and grow new life in its place. So this is kind of like a Shadow Druid mentality. I can't say that the Shadow Druids are doing anything wrong in their beliefs. It's just how they're doing it. They're very unscrupulous. You know, they they do things that just you don't need to do that, you know? It's yeah. Oh, let's go ahead and put on our let's give this to Shadowheart. I forgot to grab this. It's the Amulet of Sylvanas. It's a lesser restoration spell. She has it right here now. There's a lot of little items you can acquire that will give you that one spell that you need in combat. You know, when you've exhausted everything else, you can always go with your trinket or your necklace or whatever you got. I'm going to try to upgrade Gale real quick. I think I just went ahead and made him evocation. S tier right here. This cloud of daggers, just amazing. The game has a lot of situations where the combat, you can manipulate the battlefield. And even in a pinch, you can throw this out there and it will do a lot of damage compared to just like a spell that could be resisted, right? Usually this can't be resisted. You just throw this out there and it does a lot of damage. And if you put it in a hallway, for instance, or like a doorway, and they have to come at you through the doorway, they'll run through it. They can't jump over it or anything like that. So, I mean, they could Misty Step through it. They could like do a shadow door, but oftentimes you don't have to deal with that. Or even if you do, it's just like one in NPC or something. So, we don't need Gust of Wind just yet. We don't have Misty Step? I thought we had Misty Step. Definitely taking Misty Step. That's another S tier. Whether you're rogue or mage, Misty Step is just every combat situation could it's helpful to have it. It either gets you out of the danger or puts you in a better position. Like for instance, like if Gale, if I have a bunch of people that can't reach him because he finds a ledge or something and it's just too far for them to jump or something. Like let's say it's like a bunch of mushrooms or something. And he can just like hurl spells at them. You know? So I don't remember giving her Battle Master, but I must have. Fainting attack, I can't explain it, but it usually does a lot of damage. So she makes like she's going to do one thing and ends up, doing something else. It ends up being a pretty good attack. I do like this trip attack. I like the fainting and I like disarming. The pushing is good. Like when you're like fighting somebody, like say the spiders, for instance, and they're in the cavern. If she gets that push attack on there, it's over, right? So the trip attack is just great because it puts them prone. And then like if you have like I have my ranger there, if she had a melee and she could melee them, it's going to just do a lot of damage just because of the fact that they're there. But if they're big, if they're large, it doesn't do anything. So I might go with push just in case. We'll do that. It also works for when you have a ranged weapon. So very versatile.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting
But yeah, I kind of want to do the hard mode at some point sooner than later. It's not usually my thing. I don't really typically do hard mode in most games. I just don't care, It's not something I have to do to prove anything. Yeah, we'll come back. But I want those gold dice. I want that gold dice. Oh, let's read this. Unlocks antidotes. Okay. There's a few things we can take.
Maybe I need more pockets.
And one quick thing, I did a video on this, but alchemy, when you have the ingredients you need, instead of like, because when I first saw the alchemy, I'm like, oh man, this is a whole nother level I was not expecting to have to, think about, because you're not going to have all the ingredients in the world. What would be better? Well, really all you have to do is say extract all ingredients, the button here at the bottom, and then that'll handle it. Let me move this over here. But yeah, and I don't have my cursor on. I always turn my cursor off when I'm streaming, but I'm sorry, when I'm recording. But I have it on for streaming just so you can see what I'm talking about. But yeah, right in here, this little thing, extract all ingredients, you just hit that. And then suddenly you have all your options open to you. Don't overthink it. It's real simple.
I see you. Just give me a moment.
A moment.
Vis medicatrix. There. It's up to her now. Life or death. Now what? Drow. Last time I saw one of you folk, he tried to slit me open.
Good.
I hope you're more agreeable. That's neither here nor there. Look, you obviously want something. What is it? You found her, but I still don't know what she can do for you. Why are you asking? I know they're nasty creatures. Can get in your head and convince you up is down, and that's not all they'll do inside your head. Tell me honestly. Are you infected? Is that why you're asking? I'll do what I can. Come, follow me. I might be able to help.
Okay.
We need to be quick.
I do like this picture. It's kind of cool, It's the portrait of Los. A gracefully rendered bard dances within the portrait's frame. The artist has captured something unique in her eyes, almost as if more than one soul sits behind them. Almost as if.
Head on in.
Okay.
Can't risk being in open view.
Take her gloves.
We have here.
Oh, mugwort.
But that will fit in my pack.
There we go.
At the ready.
Yeah, in early access, this was immensely buggy. You'd come in here, and a lot of times she, the way they wrote it up, she wanted to fight. She brought you in here so she could fight you. But the problem was that she's pretty powerful, and you would come into the room, and then your party wouldn't be following you. You'd be kind of be stuck to have to fight her alone. So oftentimes I would just take a running start so that way they could all get in here when the doors closed. See how they're all following you now? It's just habit. See how they're all at the door?
I'm not in the habit of killing. He attacked Master Halson and I in the woods, leading a pack of goblins. Tadpole crawled out of his head soon after.
Drow. He and I have the same kind of parasite. Hmm. That's not really a Drow answer, though, huh?
Seems so. Gave Master Halsin a right start.
Yeah, I love my little Drow ranger. I love I love the Drow.
It's why he joined the adventurers on their expedition. To find out what was happening. A pity you got me instead of him. He understands these things. Studied them. Still, we have options. All right. Let's see what we can do. It might. But first things first. Tell me about your symptoms. Have you noticed anything strange happening?
Looking closer, you realize you've seen this thorn in the wilds. It's Kalimvor's kiss, a briar from the Dale lands, and a deadly poison.
Kalimvor is a god of the dead. So, that should tell you this is pretty toxic.
I want to help you, but I can't unless you work with me. So, has anything unusual happened to you? Protected from on high? Sounds like the Drow. Master Halsin said he was tougher than he had any right to be. How'd you pick up the parasite? Halsin was desperate to find where all this was happening. A Mind Flayer ship? But Master Halsin was sure. Look, you've been straight with me, so I'll be straight with you. You're dangerous. If you transform here, we're all dead.
Maybe.
But you seem like a good soul. You deserve a chance to save yourself. This is a vial of wyvern poison. Swear to me, you'll swallow it if you feel any symptoms. I don't have a cure. Only a way out. I'm sorry for misleading you, but I had to be sure you weren't a threat before I told you everything. Now, do I have your word or not? Swear it. I hope it doesn't come to that, but thank you. Here. You know,
Asterion would not approve if you had
treating
him.
folk and never once saw a Mind Flayer infection. Then suddenly, there's dozens of you. Maybe more. Master Halsin and I were tracking them, studying them, trying to figure out what the hells was going on. Because you should all be changing. There should be a small army of Mind Flayers out there. But you're not. Weird powers aside, you seem perfectly normal. Mind Flayers reproduce by infecting someone with their parasite. 7 gruesome days later, the victim transforms and a new Mind Flayer is born. The thing in your skull, though, it's different to anything in our records. It's one of their worms for sure. But this one gives you powers. Telepathic connections. And it doesn't turn you into one of them. Not yet, anyhow.
I am a BioWare Gear Store ambassador, so I have a code that I started today. There it is. But if you go to the BioWare Gear Store, they have a lot of stuff that's on sale because of the whole holiday thing. But this, you should be able to get an additional 20% off your purchase. Now, I don't think that applies toward like pre-orders, but there's not very many of those. And there's a whole bunch of Dragon Age stuff in there too, if you're a big Dragon Age fan. I'm a big Mass Effect fan, so all my stuff is Mass Effect mainly. But the statues, I believe, are on sale. The posters are on sale. I think there's a lot of $10 shirts. But if you use that code, it's a BW Legion YT YouTube 1. You'll be able to get 20% off. So
Could be, but there's a lot we don't know. Infected, Folks like you have been converging on an old temple of Selûne, and I've no idea why. When Master Halsin heard the adventurers were heading that way, he saw a chance to get answers, joined on the spot. Whatever he found there, he didn't make it back.
Okay.
I've sent birds to find him, but the place is rotten with goblins. And if my birds can't get close, what chance do I have? You, though, you're one of them. Technically speaking, I mean. They won't kill someone carrying their parasite. If you can find Halsin and get him out of there, we can discover what he learned. And perhaps he can save your life. How's that sound? Thank you. It would mean everything to the Grove. To me. I wish I could tell you more. But only those adventurers know what happened out there. All I can say for sure is they all went to the old temple of Selûne. And Master Halsin didn't make it back. Good luck out there. And if things start to go bad, remember the vial. Remember your oath.
Okay.
One step at a time, Nettie. Come on.
There's something in that vessel. Take a closer look.
Better a quick draft than ceramorphosis, nonetheless.
Better than becoming a mind flayer. Keep it, in case things start to go very wrong.
Halsin says, "My dear Nettie, I entrust you with the circlet to open the library. Wear it always. If you need to enter the vault, talk to Wrath. He has the rune, but won't give it to anyone, so be sure to have good reason to ask. Protect my research while I'm gone, and take care of the animals. Don't give fish to Tuffet. She's getting lazy. Master Halsin." That's the bear that was on the elevator thing. Altered. That's about the Drow.
Looks like Halsin's our best bet for a cure.
Now, Halsin's pipe, I always steal it, but it doesn't really do anything, so... Halsin's
Let's be
journal.
optimistic and assume he's still among the living.
Forget Halsin. Only a Githyanki Kresh holds our cure.
Okay, so that's everything. Let's look at the Drow. We could read it. We don't have to take it. Track the druid, find whatever burrow he runs to, and report back to me. Remember, you are only a scout. Do not engage. Do not kill anyone. Simply observe and return. I shall decide what to do next. I gotta remember the sequence of how to do the
Never wanted the easy path.
Joaquin's arrest.
Should mind
Haven't done it
myself.
in so long. Okay. I'm going to read the personal account. In Ketheric, I see our failures made manifest. He did not fall, he was pushed. His grief was twisted by shadow. We still did not act until his light was all but snuffed. Okay. So basically you can...
Something over there.
there's like a shortcut to the back area through here. I take
Wish I had
this.
a bag of holding.
I do too. Owlbear sightings in the region. Thought there was... There it is. Soul coins. Okay. Gith and mind flayers. There we go. Yeah, I was looking for spells because I know one of these shelves has like a disproportionate amount, and that may have been it. I just always forget which one. There also could be some RNG to it. Yeah. But I'm not 100% sure about that because that one always seems like it's fairly empty. The one at the middle. There we go. There's one. Okay. Thank goodness Nettie doesn't actually care. Oh, and there's one over here too. So again, when you still this, ideally we can go into our alchemy and oops. We just say extract ingredients right here. Oops. Just say that. It's already done it for you. We're good. It unlocked a recipe, but it would be up to us to actually, make it. But at the moment, we only have enough ingredients to make an antidote. A healing potion, we would need Rogue's Morsel, which, those are little mushrooms. You'll see them on the road.
Please. I'm resting.
Some took a chunk out of you. What happened?
The bird says nothing, trying to rest.
Ah! Big dog. Null. I got too close.
Where'd you see him?
Hills. Near. Road.
The bird lapses into silence, her head lolling to the side. The bird says nothing, only the sound of its labored breath fills the silence.
All this blood came out of it too, like it's dead. It's upside down too. It's not dead. I don't know why they're trying to make me feel like I killed the bird. Oh, come on. Accidentally hit the door instead of... There we go. Okay, so now we're going to talk to this guy real quick. He's kind of Wrath. He's almost kind of like... I guess if it was up to Halsin, Nettie would probably be in charge, and then Wrath would be under her. But Korga is like the established druid to be under Halsin.
You did well to speak up for the girl. That snake is fickle. A tragedy prevented. Nothing befitting a child. Nothing befitting any of our world's creatures. We've let a snake replace our leader. She will see the tieflings driven out, or worse.
Okay.
Master Halsin. Perhaps Goblin called, perhaps dead. He'd set Mistress Korga back in line. Hold her to task, stop this damned ritual. More will die if the rite is finished. So many more, sent into a world gone mad. Would you? I would give anything to see Halsin return home. Sylvanus' blessing upon you, and my gratitude as well. Halsin is an elf with the presence of a bear. He left west with the adventurers. You won't mistake the first druid for anyone else.
Okay. So we're finally done in this area. For now. That's the most dialogue we're probably going to have for quite a while. Let me see. Let me see if Volo lets me...
Yes, I see. And is that... Pardon me. I must prepare to travel. Good day, my friend.
Nope. I got the hiccups. Let's read this note. Keep away from Tuffet. She's lazy enough as it is. Here's a bucket of fish. See? There's a fishing rod. I took a fishing rod a couple of times when I first played the game because I had no idea. You know, every game now wants to have you go fishing. And I thought, yeah. But it never happened. Ah, a plaque. There we go.
By Sylvanus, the Tree Father, our turmoil is calmed.
I've read this before on stream. But let me kind of like tell you what's going on here. This is real short, but there's a favorite character in the original Baldur's Gate series for a lot of people, and he's got a companion. It's a hamster. But notice the words that they use. It's a miniature giant space hamster. Because the hamsters that we know are miniaturized because their actual true form is like a bear. You know, they're very big. But due to mages, wizards, meddling and stuff, they have shrunk them. But when they did that, they became intelligent. So there's the canon answer for why Minsk can talk to Boo, because Boo is actually mentally talking to him. Anyway, each chapter of this book describes the cultural origins of a different mythological beast. Chapter 5, Miniature Giant Space Hamster. Very little is known about this particular cryptid. Those stories say they tend to choose well-muscled human males as their steeds when they deign to visit this plane. According to legends, this creature retains a wellspring of indescribable power known only to itself. Though it provides its steed with perhaps mystical, perhaps mundane courage, unsubstantiated rumors claim the creature has a taste for human eyes. Go for the eyes, Boo! Go for the eyes! So, I got nothing against Minsk. He's not among circles that, you know, people who play Baldur's Gate a lot. He can be very tiring because he says the same thing over and over again. Let me check out this plaque real quick because I forgot to do that.
By Sylvanus, the Forest Father, we are granted balance.
I gotta get all these little things. Okay. And as I mentioned before, you'll notice that there's a key here. It should unlock this guy right here. This shiny chest. The only way I've been able to get there is either by a Misty Step or coming from here and then just jumping to right there. You take a little bit of a hit point damage, but it's not bad.
Ah, my grizzled friend. What can you tell me about this place?
You do this plaque. That should be it.
Yes, I see. And is that
By Sylvanus, the old oak, all death begets life.
Okay. All right. Let's go talk to this kid.
You ever scare me like that again, and I'll feed you to a knoll.
Mom, I'm fine. Stop it.
Our little Hellion told us what happened. Thank you. Don't know what we'd do without her. Likewise. Arabella?
Thank you for helping me.
Yeah. I'm not going to give any spoilers at the moment. Let's do Dancing Lights right there.
Our job to get us out of here safely.
It's my job too. The druids don't care about us.
I could go over here real quick, get a chest, and then we can go Yeah. Not. We won't talk to Mole just yet.
Is someone singing? It's beautiful.
Huh. Okay.
What's that?
Okay. Okay. Muddy red dye. I just bought that. But I think I only bought one. That's how we got the look that we have. The red pants and red hat. Okay. So me and Shadowheart have a level up. Let's do that real quick. Level 3 Ranger. This is new territory for me. Okay, we do get a spell. And our action is Ranger's Companion. Gain a Beast Companion. Okay. I think we'll go ahead and speak with that. Ooh, Hunter's Mark. Fog. That's good too. Now, the animal friendship is interesting because in this area, of course, we have gnolls. And I haven't tried this against a gnoll. I've kind of assumed that they would resist it, or it just wasn't possible. But they should classify as a beast. I'm going to do speak with animals because, well, we have the potions for it. But Hunter's Mark is great. You definitely want this one. It's just specifically this area. This could be really helpful. I don't know. We'll just go with speak with animals. It's fine. Subclass Beastmaster. We could be a Gloomstalker. Ooh. Or Hunter. Gained a passive Hunter's Prey. Hunter's Prey. So we could be a Colossus Slayer. Once per turn, your weapon attack deals an extra 1d8 damage. If the target is below its hit point maximum. Oh, okay. So not the initial attack. Okay. Giant Killer. If a larger, bigger creature attacks you, you can use your reaction to make a melee attack. Prerequisite, you must be able to see the creature, and it must be within 1.5 meters of you. Okay. Horde Breaker. Target 2 creatures standing close to each other, attacking them in quick succession. That's when you're like surrounded. That would be pretty valuable. So, although the Hunter is nice, this Colossus Slayer I think is probably the best. Because you're just doing extra damage every time, you know, they have less than 1 hit point, you know? That's tempting. But Gloomstalker, I bet you a lot of people go with this. Dread Ambusher, you specialize in taking out foes swiftly and ruthlessly. You gain a +3 to initiative. On the first turn of combat, your movement speed increases by 3 meters. Okay, and you can make an attack that deals an additional 1d8 damage. That's pretty good, actually. Superior Dark Vision. I mean, we have Dark Vision. I don't, this is useless. It's superior. Dread Ambusher, Hide. Okay. Umbral Shroud. Wrap yourself in shadows and become invisible if you are obscured. Ooh. And then, of course, Disguise Self. So, mainly this, the Dread Ambusher, and the Umbral Shroud. But you have to, like, those are actions, right? It's not passive. This hunter is a passive one. Like, it's just going to do damage every time there's an enemy that we have. Like, let's say they have 50 hit points, and Lae'zel goes first, and she hits them for, like, I don't know, five damage or something. Now they have 45, and we go next. We have our normal base attack, and this says it does once per turn, which is not once per combat round or whatever. Once per turn, your weapon attack deals an extra 1d8 damage. So that's, potentially 8 every time. It doesn't sound like much, but that could be the difference, I'm not going to replace my spells. That sounds good. I like it. We'll do that. We'll be a hunter. Okay. I like Bless, but we don't need less restoration because unless you need it on multiple targets. But we already have a necklace that gives us at least one. Right here, this hold person, that might be what we want. Right there. That and blindness. Calm emotions. Poison. Warding bond. Oh, I know what that is. Okay. An aid. Okay. Yeah, this will work. She's okay at this level. It's when you get to like 4, 5, 6. Oh man, she's. Oof. I haven't really ranked the companions. I haven't really thought about it because they're so different in many ways, and really depending on your own class, one companion may be more valuable than say another. Like I rarely take a Astarion when I do these martial classes. So when I was a thief, a rogue, or like this ranger, I don't really need a Astarion, If I have him, then great. But he's filling a role that I don't really need him for. In many combat situations, I would say Will is more valuable than Gale. But most combat situations, I would say that I personally would want Gale. He's a little bit more versatile. So there's some things that he can do that are even non-combat related that would probably make the difference.
Goblins, druids, this grove is a death trap. Grab what you can and get out. That's my advice.
Right.
I've got food.
I'll talk to her last.
My dagger.
Or yeah, let's see if we can't get Gale and Lae'zel upgraded first.
We should have left by now. Damnation! Instead, we're just sitting here, practically begging to be attacked. Staying is a mistake. And what about us? There's every chance we've doomed ourselves by helping these people. We will end up fodder for some goblin's blade, all because Leah insists on helping every wounded foe we see. Our best chance to make it to Baldur's Gate is on our own. This place is lost.
I don't know if you saw it before, but this is my Baldur's Gate 2 shirt. I like it. I like it a lot. I actually have the, I have two of them. One not in great shape, but when Baldur's Gate 2 first came out, it came out with a collector's edition. And back then, when you ordered stuff collectors, they mailed it to you so that way you got it on the day it was released, like in stores and stuff. But yeah, I still have my Baldur's Gate 2 jewel case. I still have the CDs. And this is what I wanted to show you. So they were gold. gold plated or something. I don't know. This little orange thing, back in the day, when you had a bunch of CDs and music CDs or game CDs or whatever, a lot of people just would stack things, right? And what that would do is that would scratch them. That, or if you put them in your CD-ROM or your DVD-ROM, when it spun it, of course, it's a flat surface, it's the plastic surface, so it could scratch when it slowed down, when it laid it back down. This created a barrier, so this could freely swing within that orange thing. So I can't do it right now, but that's what happened. There's like a little lip there, and I put it on. The first thing I did was put it on these Baldur's Gate 2 because it meant that much to me. I was like, I need to go get that. I need to go buy it, and it's protected they're still immaculate. So, and of course back then it came with the DLC stuff, like the bonus disc, collector's edition stuff. So which is like some items, and the soundtrack. I played that game to death.
You are looking at Leroican's newest apprentice. Yes, that Leroican. The greatest wizard in Baldur's Gate.
I've heard that name before. A young man, yes? Lives in Ramazes Tower in the upper city.
The very same.
Word in Waterdeep has it he's a bit of a cad. But you say he's an accomplished wizard.
Of course he is. The greatest spellcaster along the Sword Coast. As if I'd settle for a lesser mentor.
In that case, I'd very much appreciate it if you could arrange an introduction, should we reach the city.
If it's powerful acquaintances you're after, you have to look no further than yours truly. Few can match me, in either magic or talent. In years to come, you will boast of this meeting, I can assure you. May we meet again in Baldur's Gate, my friend.
You! Saw you fighting those slimy bastards. Fancy a bowl?
Sure.
Best to fill your belly now, while we still can.
That slop is beneath me. Ooh, I want to say that, but I've said it before. We'll just take it.
Look, it ain't much, but it might make all the difference. The only way we'll make it to Baldur's Gate is to run, and run hard. If a gnoll catches your scent, you'll need every bit of strength. Trust me.
So our little Drow ranger, of course, is more familiar with the surface than probably most Drow. So she may have had a history of hunting elves and, maybe being a scout and stuff. And maybe there's like some falling out. And, now she has to operate independently. So it doesn't make the most sense for her to just not be able to have some kind of conversation skills and social skills with the surface people. But
if it isn't the talk of the camp. Thank goodness you came along when you... Oh. There isn't a bit of color in those cheeks.
I mean, I'm Drow.
Are you harsh, cold, feverish? Auntie Ethel will sort you out. I've lotions and potions galore. Sorry, love. I just lose the run of myself sometimes. I must say, though, you're looking mighty peaky. Are you all right? Oh, stop! Even on a good day, half the camp acts like a bunch of screaming brats. I'm tempted to smack them all on the backside and tell them to kiss and make up. Not that they'd listen to little old me. Anyway, do you need anything? I have a few odds and ends for sale. Hey, bother.
Okay. Right here, animal speaking, this is what I want. The acorn truffles, you want to get these as soon as you can. Because, I mean, I have the spell now, so maybe I'm overthinking that. But, see, potion of greater healing, you want this. Of course, I didn't take out my stuff to sell. I need to do that. Yeah. Nettie's gloves. I need to sell this bronze chalice. Yeah, I've got some gems in here I need to sell. But anyway, weave moss. We don't really need that at the moment. Belladonna, we don't need that. Glorious vaulting. Ooh. It's only 5. I guess we can get that. Now, the potion of invisibility, it very valuable. I've used it so many times in so many situations. If I could just mass make this, I would. It's just... It's like you see it as a spell like for Gale and stuff, and you're thinking like, oh, well, I mean, there's something else I could do. But then you always need it. Like you always find a really good use for it. So don't overlook it. I mean, the invisibility is really good. Definitely get you past like some stealth issues. If it's going to be kind of tricky on that. If Gale is just being like rushed upon by like several warriors, he could go invisible, move himself somewhere else. You know, if Misty Step has already, you know, been used or something, because they can dash, they can come right at you. And then some of these warriors, they'll hit you like 3-4 times, you know? So invisibility, it's a good option when you have it.
Take care now, sweetie.
I didn't do the conversation to where she would give me the free potion. So I should have done that. Okay, let me talk to her again.
Hello, Petal. Need any? Hey, bother.
I think you have to tell her you have a mind flayer. Okay. All right.
Take care now.
And I need to give these to Gale. Hold on. Gale. There we go. And no, this is my camp supply pack. Those are potions. So we're going to put that there. I'm going to go ahead and put the muddy red dye in there too. Yeah. I just wish I could rename my bags because Mind Flayer, Parasite Specimen. Put that. Ooh. We'll put that in there. Sure. What's in this one? Oh yeah, these are my booms. Sometimes I'll find a bag that's called like bad smelling or foul smelling bag or something. I'll put my explosives and, you know, the caustic bomb, the void bombs, the flammable things. I'll put it all in there. That way I can remember what it is. But if they would just let me rename my bags, man, that would make a big difference for me.
Thanks for fighting off those goblins. If you need to replace any gear, just ask. My selection's pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in Elturel.
Okay.
Of sorts. Used to be a bread and butter tinsmith before Elturel fell into Avernus. These days my talents are more eclectic. Learned a lot in my time in the Hells. Hope to forget most of it. But between you and me, there's nothing in all the realms like the utter power of infernal machinery. Alas, my offerings are far more humble these days.
Now, Larry put out a patch or two ago that said every vendor that sells dye would also be selling dye remover. That's not true. I've found tons of vendors that sold dye that didn't have dye remover. So, yeah. We're wearing the +1 chain. I'm very happy with that. Hide armor, chain shirt 1. Yeah, we're good. I could use a better. Oh yeah, this hunting short bow. I use this bow even into late, probably early Act 3. It's just +1 damage compared to what I have already, but it's good. I don't know why I have that. Dark Mind. Let's hold on to that. What do you got, Shadowheart? You got anything we can sell?
Salutations.
Gale, no. Yeah, I just need to go do some stuff so I can get some money, because I really do want that short bow. It applies Hunter's Mark automatically. Well, not automatically. You have to cast it, but it has it on here, and it just makes sense. I love weapons that have attributes or spells that complement the weapon, right? So that's perfect. And it's a +1. So remember that when we do an attack on an enemy that has some damage to it, we'll not only do +1 to it, whatever the damage is, but also on the passive one, we'll do a +1 to that too. Or it should. I'd have to look at all the numbers to find out for sure, but that should happen. Let me see. Short sword +1. Oh. At some point we might need a better melee weapon too. Okay. We're good. Oh. Here's the rat. we'll do the rat in a minute.
Good to be back behind the walls, have to say. For as long as that lasts. Don't make me hurt you, boy.
If it ain't the friendly Drow. Thought you were with the goblins when you showed up at the gate. Glad you weren't. You fight well. Not like them bloody tieflings.
We'll just...
Half my crew are full of holes. Now I'm gonna take the blame for leading the goblins here. And losing track of the bloody druid. They chased us. All the way from the ruins we were poking around in. Aye. His name's Halsin. And if he's still alive, he'll be cursing the day he laid eyes on me. We've got a contract to track down some relic, and he wanted in on the job. Eyes lit up when he heard about it. Didn't work out, though. Goblins got him when we were turning tail. He's either digging latrines or boiling in a cookpot by now. Job's all yours, if you got a death wish. There's a wizard in Baldur's Gate that'll pay gobloads for a relic, supposedly buried round these parts. But gold ain't any use if you're too cold to spend it. It's called the Night Song. Supposed to be hidden under the temple where the goblins jumped us. I'd give you the map and wish you a happy funeral, but my mate Brian kept hold of it like his own Todger. Goblins made short of the fat old chunk. All I've got's the contract. It'll show you where we turn back, if you feel like dying. Don't thank me. I'll be well on my way to Baldur's Gate when you die.
And we'll have a dog, right?
They don't allow them in Baldur's Gate. Cats, though?
A little orange cat. And a house with a little door so that it can come and go as it pleases.
And a high fence to keep eavesdroppers out.
And so he said something kind of interesting, that dogs are not allowed in Baldur's Gate. It's not that dogs specifically aren't allowed. It's any animal that's a certain size and above. So cats are allowed because they're basically self-grooming, you know, they're fairly clean animals. So that's why they're allowed. And, you know, they take care of like vermin So cats are okay, but not dog-sized pets. And it just has to do with the fact that the city itself is jam-packed. So it's within these walls, and those walls don't expand, obviously. So there's only so much room, and so they can't allow for larger animals to just be around. So.
No bother. We're just daydreaming anyhow.
What about you? Big plans for when you get to the city?
A pint and a clean room would do me a world of good. I thought he mentioned a tavern.
God, that sounds like heaven.
Won't be long now. One more trip, then we can really rest.
Yeah, it might be in a different class or something. Or maybe a different race. No, pretty sure I said the name of the tavern in my previous playthrough with the other Drow.
I know you have it.
Touch me and I'll bite your fingers off.
Okay.
I will.
Zoru. Oh, that's the one that Lae'zel talked to.
I heard what happened. Thank you for protecting the child. If the druids are this far gone, then it's not just goblins we have to fear. So we can risk violence here, or face it for certain on the road. Quite the choice, isn't it?
Yep.
You saw what they were willing to do to a child just for trying. It's Korga's influence. Without her twisting things, I believe the druids might see sense. A low thought, but I'd be lying if I said I hadn't considered it. But the druids would slaughter us. We'd have to get close to Korga, within striking distance. I can't manage that. But they've already let you pass once. You're taking a risk for us. We'll see that you're rewarded. I'm still hoping Korga can be swayed from this madness. But if not, leaders need to make tough decisions. We do what we must.
No, sir.
Okay.
But if there's a clear path past those goblins, they'll find it.
Yes.
I don't. Yeah.
Please, have mercy.
Okay, let's go talk to our rat friend, and then we might go ahead and try to release the goblin.
Stay back, or else. Nothing's wrong. Just get back. Ow! Oh, my tooth. It's the front one. I chipped it on the evil thing. Maybe. I didn't think it would bite me back. Wait. You're big. You can get rid of the evil thing. Follow me, but be ready for anything.
He just doesn't understand. And of course, we don't know what he's referring to, so it kind of makes us skeptical.
To be cautious.
Okay, do a quick save. I get caught doing this much more than I should.
A couple turns should do it.
There you go.
Is that everything?
Give it a second.
Swift is my feet can carry me.
Stop! This place is off limits. Leave.
Let's see. Deception. There we go. Afraid I can't. I've been placed in charge of the area. Insight. Maybe, because we do have +2 to wisdom. Steady your face and try to read her emotions. Yeah, we'll give that a shot, because that's not always an option. There you go.
You note her grimace of pain. Something is wrong with her legs.
Damn it! Don't look at me like that. You can stay. Just keep your hands to yourself, all right?
Okay.
I just fall back down. Legs are as steady as a foal's. Bloody potion.
It might have been nightshade, maybe hemlock poison, basically.
What? No, the potion worked. I'm strong as a bugbear and fearless. The old lady warned me that this might happen, that it was a side effect.
Okay.
No, she's been nothing but kind to me. Why would she... Sorry, I need a moment. I'm not feeling the best. But I'm sure it'll pass.
Been having like a little bit of lag there. I don't know what that was. Could be an update that's going on in the background. F5 just in case. Yeah, that was weird. Okay. Let me separate my character.
That's a friendly looking shadow.
Just want a little look.
Hold on. Let me F5. Oh, I already did that. Okay. I'm pretty sure I can just take it. Yeah. Now we go talk to the rat again. Where'd he go? There he is.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Wait, be still.
The evil thing's gone. Now, where was I?
Yeah, it was the key that he chipped his tooth on.
Softer than a whisper.
Alchemist cabinet. Soul coins. So I think we already have this. But I'm just trying to read it. Okay. I'm gonna have 5 again because it's kind of weird. Sometimes you can loot things on the side and not be detected, and other times it like takes you all the way to like an area where you'll be seen.
Of all the bloody
See?
things to happen.
Free for the taking.
So okay. Do we want to do this now or come on? I don't think that's
Guards!
yeah, that's what I thought.
Guards!
We'll just reload.
This is a restricted area.
I don't really know why that's, you know, you just move in a box
Will be restricting you
because
to
it's
a
in the
cell.
way of going to the back area, and I'm just trying to do that. Now let's see here. Talk way out of it. We're gonna do deception. Oh, +2. Really, my persuasion's better than deception here. Okay. Come. Give it a shot. There we go. We got it.
Your conviction is enough. This will be taken no further. Nonetheless, this area remains forbidden. Should you
Forbidden.
transgress again, your efforts to talk yourself out of trouble will be of little use.
Yeah, it's not like we took anything. I don't know. I don't really care for that.
If not over, then through.
Druid's Ledger. Let's read that. Supply log. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so I'm just trying to like get to this area back here, which there's a hole up here. So if we just jump, might be able to do it. Let me see. There it is. We got it. There we go. All right. Do that. And this is, of course, a trap, but it's not really going to be a problem for us. Now, if we do this... Hold on. Yeah. I want to see if I can't.
I don't like the look of that mushroom.
Yeah.
I should stay clear.
Well, we don't need to go this way anyway, so it's fine. You know, one thing you can do is we could clear out the goblin area first and then bring Saza. And the advantage of that is that we just run through it with Saza and we're done, you know? If you bring her, she has some unique dialogue if you take her to the goblins, but... Okay. Let's do Saza, I guess.
This is a restricted
Oh, come on.
area. Time to explain yourself, or this guard will be restricting you to a cell.
I literally just was walking out. That's the only thing that happened here. Oh, come on. Let's try persuasion again. Well, wait a minute. 2. So now deception is better. I've been sent to join the patrol. There have been reports of someone trying to sneak in. 22. And we're not going to get this one. Oh, oh, we got it.
You've been granted free passage.
Oh, wow.
What you do with that privilege is up to you.
I shouldn't have been, like, caught anyway. So leave me alone. I was just leaving. That's all I was doing. All right. Pretty lucky. Pretty lucky. Let's go in here.
You ain't gonna shoot me. Your hands are shaking.
Put it down. She can't fight back.
That's the point. Get out of the way.
She didn't kill your brother, Arca. You're better than this.
Shoot before you lose your nerve, Tiefling. If you ever had it to begin with.
The great thing about these dialogues, no quick time. We don't have to worry about quick time events. I hate quick time. Just, it's so dumb. But yet some of my favorite games have quick time in them, so I just think they could have been so much better without them, you know? Yeah.
Looks like the Absolute sent me a protector. You gonna kill her too? You move.
Okay. Got 2 times of persuasion here. Yeah. Do this one. I thought we'd have an advantage here, but oh well. We got it.
You're right. I wish you weren't. I
Now,
really
we're
do.
rolling good, y'all.
Damn you. Damn it! Why do you care if a goblin lives or dies?
Your soft heart will be the death of us.
Yeah, I didn't mean to.
Right.
It's all right, Arca. Let's go.
I was thinking in terms of like Gale and Shadowheart. I wasn't thinking in terms of like us being a drow. So.
Believe it or not, but I witnessed a similar standoff back at the Yawning Portal. Of course, an establishment like that invites all sorts of outlandish entertainments. An inn in Waterdeep. Oh, never a dull moment there. Adventurers come from all over Faerun to try their luck down the well. Leads into the Undermountain, you see, full of death, danger, and vast amounts of treasure. Hard to resist. Oh, a drow,
Seeing
a
if there's any
dragonborn,
lag.
and a cleric of Cyric walk
Some
into a
minor
bar.
lag.
Your standard fare.
That's weird.
Maybe someone was cheating at cards. Maybe it was some weird lover's quarrel. In any case, out came the crossbow, and a hush fell over the entire room.
And by the way, guys, we are at 755 subscribers. It's amazing, guys. It's amazing. I mean, it wasn't even like, what, 8 months ago. I think we're at maybe 300? Maybe? And I had been putting out videos for quite a bit, but they were more for me. I mean, I'll be honest with you. They were more for me. But I just been flabbergasted by all the support we're getting. That's my goal, is I want to at least get to 1,000. From there, who knows? But I want to at least get to 1,000 so the channel can be monetized and YouTube can pay us for the hard work we're trying to do for you guys. So that's my goal. We're so close. You know, less than 250 subscribers now, and subs are free in YouTube, guys. So if you like the content at all and you just want to support us, even if you can't make every stream, even if you can't watch every video, I know a 2-hour-long video on Viconia is, it's not easy to watch. But if that's something that you like, because I'll be honest with you, I was talking to one of my subs earlier today. We had a long discussion in Discord, and we were talking about the type of channel that and the type of videos that I'm making for this type of channel. Because it's one thing that I could do. I mean, when the patch came out for this game, I could have just put out a video saying these are the patch notes and this and that, and given it a thumbnail saying this changes everything. I mean, I know how to do all that. I don't want to do that. It's not the type of channel I want this to be. I don't want it to be a gotcha channel. There are a few videos that I have that says, you know, 2 buffs that no one does. And what I really meant that, because you don't see them very often. You don't see people go, you know, push the envelope on those situations. There are a couple things I could have done more to push it, but I didn't want to make it not YouTube friendly. You know, and a lot of things that I do that I research, there is no research. Like there's nothing, like there's no wiki on it or anything. So what you're seeing is fairly new to content. And that's the kind of stuff, not just that, but I mean, just in general, like lore stuff, story things, things that you won't find on just any other channel talking about Baldur's Gate, because there's so many other channels and they do a really good job at what they do. You know, they talk about the story, they talk about the history of it. They may even bring up a character or two. But even like stuff that I've seen, the lore of Baldur's Gate, and it's like a 20-minute video. Like, okay, I mean, maybe they're just more concise and less comprehensive, or just, I don't know, maybe they get to the point better than I do. But to me, if I'm going to talk about the lore of Baldur's Gate, like the city, like the entire city, 20 minutes is not enough. You know, if we want to get into deep and tell about the story and have the video to accompany what I'm talking about, because that's what I try to do too. I don't just lay down audio and put video stock stuff on it. I'm very intentional with how the video looks, because it's one thing to, like, you know, just listen to it, but it's another thing when you're actually watching it. I want it to make sense. If I'm talking about a goblin or this or that, I want you to see the goblin, right? If I'm talking about the wilderness or whatever, I'm not going to have a picture of the city, right? I'm not just going to have like stock photo of this right here. right? I'm going to show you in the wilderness. So it's very intentional, the things that I do. And that does require me to have a lot of saves in all these games to go back and, make sure that the scene matches the subject. And it's very tricky. So I appreciate everybody giving all the support that they have so far. Like I said, we have 755 subscriptions right now. And I honestly didn't think with the last video that we would get to even 700. So to go beyond that is just, I'm more, to say I'm appreciative is an understatement, but I thank you guys.
I stood up and yelled, "Shadow Dark Ale for everyone." The crowd cheered. The tension drained into 6 tankards, and soon all was well again. In a place like the Yawning Portal, the most powerful magic is calling for a round of drinks. Mind you, all I did was call for ale, but you went and stood in front of that crossbow. I'd drink to that.
Oh, you thieves are all boring.
Can't keep me out.
Even your cages are boring.
Easy. I have so many bonuses. That's what I said. I'm not even, I'm just a ranger, but because the high dex and some of the other items that I have, it makes lockpicking a breeze. Oh.
Didn't expect to see a drow in here. Did the boss lady send you to rescue me?
Okay. We have this little glitch here. Yeah, she sent me. Ready to get out of here? Hell yeah. Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah. Take me back to the tribe, and we'll tell the boss all about this pretty little place, so she can burn it to the ground. We'll be heroes, blessed by Priestess Gut, in the name of the Absolute. You won't regret it, promise. We're burning her name across the face of the world, we are. The Absolute is gold from the sky, she is. The blessing in the storm and the storm itself. Happily, lead the way.
Aunt Lae'zel is just super unhappy about this, which is kind of funny. Okay. 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 So this, hold on. Oh, we can't take those. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say, like, any container, like a strong box or something, will have weight to it. So if you load it down with a bunch of things, and then throw it from like a higher area, like if we're here and we throw it at a person that's down here, it's going to do damage proportional because of the weight involved. And this early in the game, you don't see it too much, but there is some stuff here we could collect. Come on, Gale. The game does this a lot. There's always like one last person that just won't follow you.
Let's move.
Okay. I'm going to do a hard save right here. Now, this area sometimes can be a little... It's not glitchy. It's just sometimes I'm trying to do one thing and I just can't get it to do it. Oh, I know what it is. I want to disable this trap, but Saza always wants to be with me, and I don't want her next to me. She'll either get hit by the trap or they'll see her, and I want to do that. But I don't have anybody else. Maybe Lae'zel?
Like its will be done.
Okay.
Into the shadows.
Okay. Let's turn this off.
Glowing eyes? How outrageously obvious. The totem's a trap.
Lie about. Don't wear his voice out. We still need answers.
I should have done a rest too at the camp.
Yeah, she'll kill us dead if we go back without it. We'll get the druid talking.
Okay.
Grove's got to be
Because I don't really have any spells left available to me at the moment.
been stabbing all the rats.
Ready for anything. Still breathing, despite everything.
Let's do group stealth.
Let's see what you're hiding.
Okay.
What path lies before me?
There we go. Mm-hmm. This would be great if it was just those guys, but you do have a little druid in there. Well, it's this, get the hiccups, this Findle. So you can't just like do like a, you know, a big old bomb or something in there. You have to kind of think about that. Okay. Going to separate everybody.
Shut it.
Okay.
Boss would rip you for talking that way.
And we're going to get as close as we can. Gale? I could have the conversation, but I kind of don't want to. I kind of just want to attack him. We have the... hold on. I didn't. Oh my goodness. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll do this. Okay, so it's ready. It's available. Okay. And then grease, I'm going to remove that, even though I think it could work really well here. Actually, no. I'm going to keep grease here. I think we can make a good play here. And what we'll do is we'll do this. Might be able to get them to fall. Okay, let's do it. Nope. It's a water barrel. Oh, I thought it was an oil barrel. Ooh. Well, he stayed hidden. Oh. Well, that worked out. Let's see if I can't get them to patrol. No, they're going to avoid it. There it is. Gotcha. Ooh. Okay. They all have the initiative on Gale. Okay.
Weave, save me. I cannot take much more.
Okay. We're gonna do this.
May the gods take you first.
Okay. All right. Well, that was kind of bad. So, I'm gonna go right over here. That. Okay. Who's that? Saza? Yeah, Saza, you just stay over there. I don't want to get her blown up for no reason.
A rough tempest I will raise.
All right, let's heal. And then we're gonna move you back. There we go. That'll work.
I'm fury. I am death.
All right. I can't reach him, so we'll dash. She'll be able to take a hit or two. By the time I get my other characters involved, we should be able to like handle these guys. This one I'm worried about, and then I think he stays there or he moves over here most of the time. So we're going to push him. Yeah, it didn't work. All right. Let's do the... Could do pushing. But, yeah, let's do pushing. That's crazy. 2 misses. Ooh. At least she missed. Oh man. At least they're missing me too, so that's good. Saza, just stay right there.
I speak, they burn.
Okay. Now we're gonna do that. Okay. Oh, it didn't touch him. I thought he was in the grease. Well. Okay.
Swift and lethal.
Okay. Let's see what we got here. Let's do the fainting then. It's usually pretty good. Yeah. Big difference. Big difference.
My path be true.
Okay.
Well, so much for peace.
All right.
Need to find a way forward.
Yeah, maybe. There we go. Knocked him out. Man. Okay.
Creator, destroyer, step by step.
Okay. There we go.
Time to strike.
Where is Shadowheart?
My faith protects.
Oh, she never even... Okay. Jeez. I totally forgot about Shadowheart. Let's do this.
I am fury. I am death.
Okay. Okay. Oh, really, Saza? Okay.
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood.
Okay.
Objective noted.
Okay.
What to do? Can't slow down.
Well, if nothing else, we got the gear by not pushing him over the thing. Ugh. Not good. Okay. Warrior Gresh. Come on. Yeah. We'll give this to Lae'zel. It's a heavier weapon. All right. So.
What's next, I wonder?
We're going to heal him.
Your rescue attempt has been noticed. Choose your next move carefully.
Yeah, before he left, Halsin told me to set this goblin free. He may not believe that, though. Right now we have a +2 to our persuasion, so we might as well. Quiet, she's going to help me destroy her old camp. But she could hear that. I don't remember this. Usually, let me try it. I don't remember. Ooh, 15. We got it, but man.
You are persuasive enough. You and the goblin are free to go.
Okay, so she doesn't care. He basically will have a conversation saying like, they came around the back and,
Not as bad as it could have.
you know, be careful and all that stuff.
Don't waste a step.
Need to loot this body. Okay.
Better not be cursed.
Okay, guys, don't get too far. All right, there's a lot of good stuff in these crates. Well, may have spoken too soon. Give this to. Ooh. I might keep that. Animal speaking. Okay, that's okay. Okay. We got a lot of goodies. A lot of lock picking things. I don't remember that many lock picking things. Okay. I don't remember if I get XP for finding this door. Let me see. No. Okay. Okay, here's where we got to be very careful. Probably do a quick save. I'm not seeing it. Ooh.
There's no time to waste. Got to keep moving.
Looks like a trap there.
Okay. Go bother someone else. Vendel? You're back? Let me talk to you.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Well, there we go.
I thought I was gonna die down here.
Okay. How'd they get in?
It's my fault. I thought I'd given them the slip, but they followed me through the tunnel back there. I must tell the others what happened. I stepped careful. There are traps in these tunnels. And thank you again.
I might just turn this down just slightly, the video. I have it on like ultra and everything, so hold on 1 second. Let me just put it on high. It's just getting a little bit of lag. I don't know why I'm getting so much lag. And my character has dark vision. I don't know why it's so dark in here. Okay. Let's disarm it, and then we have to unlock it. I think this is where we get the staff. Ooh. Really? That low of a roll? Really? Hold on. I didn't want to use my inspiration. I should have used the... there it is. Okay. And now we do the lockpick.
Come on, open up.
15. Okay, so I need at least a 10. Wow. Wow. I'll be honest. Yeah, we'll try the thieves' tools. I'm not a huge fan of 1 being a critical failure and 20 being a critical success. I mean, I could understand like if you have like a 30 requirement or something and you're just not going to get it. So if you hit a 20, you can get it. But I'm just not a fan of it being an auto, because 20 is going to beat most anything anyway, right? But a 1 could still beat a, like say, a dice roll of 3 or 4 or 5 if you have enough bonuses. So I'm not a big fan of 1 just being an auto failure. Just because like when I was on my rogue, like I would have like a real simple chest and I would get a 1. I'm like, how? How does my expert lock the picking rogue not open up this, like the total critical failure? I mean, it has to be a failure of the lock picking device. There we go. Yeah, I go from a 1 to a 22. Just doesn't make sense. He's not a big fan of 1 being an auto failure. Like, I can understand if 1 doesn't get you enough, but it shouldn't be a failure. I'm gonna give that to Gale. It's not really his thing, but it's better than probably what he's got. Put that there. Oh yeah, let's give this to Gale because he had to use up 2. Oh, wait a minute. This is my potion pouch right there. Okay. Here's my gem bag. Put those in there. Simple toxin. Give this to Gale. I'm going to keep this one. Give this to Shadowheart. And that there. Okay. All right. Yeah, this is all, for the most part, junk. Oh, that goes there. I don't know about the house and pipe. Like, it looks like junk, but you would think that they would have, because it's so unique in the game, you would think that they would actually have some kind of interaction. Or maybe there is, and I haven't run across it. Okay. And of course, Lae'zel.
Like will be done.
You're going to pick up this barrel, this oil barrel. She has 0 dark vision.
True way.
Oh, come on.
All right, what now? Very well.
Okay. Oh, that's right. I got to go over here. I almost forgot. This one's tricky. We're going to try it. This is like a dumb way to die.
Eager for battle. Take you.
Okay.
Take you.
All I need is for Lae'zel to turn the switch off. The reason why it's a problem is because there's sometimes a chest right here. And so it'd be one thing if you just bring one person to get like the stuff that's down here. But you need all of them because sometimes they can make a check to see the buried treasure. So.
Repositioning.
There. Jeez. I should have done that on a turn base. We should be good. I don't think she's on fire anymore. Yeah. Yeah. So it's not there at all. So it's interesting. There was a thing you could dig up right there. Maybe they got rid of it because maybe too many people were dying for no reason. Okay. Well, there you go. Shadowheart, go ahead and... Oh, yeah, we're out of spells. Let's do a quick rest.
No one stopped me yet.
There we go.
Never wanted the easy path.
And we continue. We'll let Saza out and may go talk to the absolute brother and sister. Then I might either take a break or call it. We're only about 2.5 hours in, so I'm probably good for at least 3 hours. It's just just my back a little bit.
Thought I was
Just trying to
never gonna
stretch.
get out of there. Good to be free again, gotta say.
All right. I'm going to say this one. I'll do a lot worse than Cage if you don't make this worth my while. Again, the game is starting a little bit. I don't know. There might be like an update going on. Now I lost my camera. Hold on. Yeah. Hold on. It's just the camera. So let me turn off the camera. That might just fix it. I don't know why it's acting up. We'll do that for now. We'll do this last one here.
I'll introduce you to my whole tribe and put in a good word for you. See you at the camp.
All right. I mean, it also could be my video card just getting a little hot or something. It's a backpack. Get that. I'm gonna give that to. Let's pick that up. Let's give this to. Who doesn't have one? She's good. Lae'zel needs one. Okay, so we're going to put this in our blow-upables. I think it's this one. Yeah. A grease bottle. We're going to put that there. And that there. Put the water in there. Okay. All right. Probably should go to camp here soon.
Another step forward.
But let me go over here. I may go to this little outpost area. And then take a quick break. Balsam.
Always room for more.
Should have enough to, oops. Yeah. All right. So, could make a feather fall, which we may need, and then greater healing potions. Awesome. I do wish you could find a lot more ingredients than what you do find. Alchemist Fire, just, that's just wonderful. I use this a ton. And then, of course, coatings, oil of accuracy, simple toxin. I would use this more if I know I'm going into combat, which I always forget to do this. If I know I'm going to go into combat, you put it on beforehand, so that way you don't lose a round, because you know you have to use a round to like dip it in something. But if it's already dipped and you know combat's going to occur, then it's a great way to start the combat. But I always forget. Let's get this balsam. But yeah, I really wish there was a lot more ingredients than what you find. I mean, you have what you need, I guess, but I just kind of wish it was like all over. Like, why is there just one dragon egg mushroom, right? You should be able to find clusters of them. Ah, I haven't seen him in this area before.
My, what manner of place is this? A path to redemption? Or a road to damnation? Hard to say, for your journey is just beginning. What would suit the occasion? The words to a lullaby, perhaps?
The mouse smiled brightly. It outfoxed the cat. Then down came the claw. And that, love, was that. They do know how to write them in Cormyr, don't they? Well met, I am Raphael. Very much at your service.
Talking to the mouse or the cat?
Neither. The fox, rather. Hiding, in a word. A silent observer, about to break the silence. Of course, what I have to say merits some privacy, as well as some more, let's call it, refinement. This quaint little scene is decidedly too middle of nowhere for my tastes. Come. There, middle of somewhere.
Okay. I always like that organ music.
The house of hope, where the tired come to rest and the famished come to feed lavishly. Go on, partake, enjoy your supper. After all, it might just be your last.
Are these theatrics leading somewhere?
Are you not
I
entertained?
that last one was to fill your plate. I should do that sometime. I always forget to do that one.
What's better than a devil you don't know? A devil you do. Am I a friend? Potentially. An adversary? Conceivably. But a savior? That's for certain. Because my compassion is boundless. I stride among the needy, giving comfort where I can. And you're in dire need. One skull, 2 tenants, and no solution in sight. I could fix it all, like that.
You're mad.
And what is madness but a denial of reality? Still, I have a feeling you'll change your mind before it's changed for you. Try to cure yourself. Shop around. Beg, borrow, and steal. Exhaust every possibility until none are left. And when hope has been whittled down to the very marrow of despair, that's when you'll come knocking on my door. Hope. Such a tease. I've always wondered what a laughing mind flayer sounds like. All those pretty little symptoms, sundering skin, dissolving guts, they haven't manifested yet, have they? One might say you're a paragon of luck. I'll be there when it runs out.
Okay. Guidance.
Necklace has a harper sigil. Why were they here?
So I'm going to use that for myself. I'm going to give this to, for now, Lae'zel, because Dancing Lights, I mean, she doesn't have any dark vision, so it kind of makes sense to go ahead and just put that on. But the problem with it is that it sticks like, say, like, let's say you put it on a person. Well, then that's fine. But it doesn't mean that she can see it any better. She just sees that thing over there, right? So that's all that really means. Oh, okay. And lots of healing potions here. So I want to... We're not a bard, so... I'm wondering how this will work as a ranger.
At the back of the crevice lies a bag enfolded in the chitinous squabbling of spiders. A shiny gold coin pokes from
She said
its mouth.
chitinous. I've always heard it as chitinous. Watch the spiders and remain ready to strike.
The creatures clutch the pouch possessively. You have no doubt. A spider egg is nestled within.
Ah. Ranger animal handling. But it's only +2. We actually get more from sleight of hand than we do this one. But we might get a better bonus. So let's see. So we have our own guidance now. But see, if we don't have Shadowheart with us, that would be great. We always have it on us. What? Again, we're a ranger. That's what we are. Okay. I can't tell you how much I hate the 1 being an automatic failure. I mean, it wouldn't have won, obviously, because we only get +2 and 4. But even if we got a 4 +2 with the 6, that would have made 7. You see what I'm saying? So we wouldn't have gotten it anyway, but, you know. That's not the point.
Your voice draws their attention. They are suspicious, then curious, and finally, at peace. One by one, the spiders retreat to the rear of the crevice, lulled by your murmurs.
Let's get that bag.
You stash the bag. Something clinks among the coins.
Okay. Pouch. Spider egg sac. Okay. I can't remember what you would, whether you can throw it and it, kind of like explodes into a web, or if you give it to the spiders over in the goblin hold. As it is, you can talk to them anyway, and you're Drow, so you can manipulate them to attack the goblins instead. But they don't, how do I put this? They don't really get very far because there's just too many goblins and not enough spiders. There's just the 2 spiders. So. But I guess it's better than nothing. I'm going to do a hard save.
How much further can I go?
Okay. Get into this heavy chest. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and take just like a 2-minute break real quick, just so I can stretch out my back a little bit, see how I feel. And then we'll continue. I'm probably going to go talk to the, I think they're called the twins or something. And then, let me look at the map. If we keep going, you know what? It'd probably be a good idea to go to the ruins. Do that area. It's fairly easy to do at this level. I just thought I'd be able to have Gale and Shadowheart leveled by now. I don't have this area revealed, but I don't think there's anything there. Yeah, yeah. There is a wait a minute. So what we'll do is we'll quick travel here and we'll just go south here because yeah, that's probably the fastest way. I know this looks faster, but I think this way is actually faster. Anyway, we'll see. Anyway, let me take a break real quick and I will be right back. Let me put it on our other music. Be right back. Rough. The area on the inside was totally different. When you went in, you were kind of blasted on both sides, and then more enemies would come in from the back, and it was much different than what it is now. To me, it's much simpler. Deception. There we go. Oh, there's no sound. Nobody's told me anything. I haven't been hearing any sound from the game. Just been listening to me. Sorry about that.
Who the hell's... You're dead!
Okay.
Victory awaits.
So he's carrying a torch. So that grease bottle that I had, if you push him, first of all, you can push him over here and then throw a grease bottle at him and he'll go up in flames. So
At least things have stayed interesting.
we'll take that. Yeah. Sure.
Quickly then. Long abandoned. No more worship. No more prayers.
Who are those prayers for? Normally the patron god is obvious. Not here.
Ancient, indecipherable text covers the plaque.
A dead tongue. Whoever worshipped here must be long gone.
The accounts of Ballspawn Crisis. Okay. The Unclaimed.
Moving ahead.
Yeah, candles. I'm kind of a sucker for those candles. Curse of the Vampire. Okay, so supply pack definitely valuable.
What's in here?
Get in that trunk. Oh. And this is what I was saying is that this looter's trunk, if we were to if we could take it, I think these, oh come on, these trunks weigh like 15 pounds. So you couple that with like all the stuff that you can put on the inside, and definitely can do some damage. Okay. All right. Here we go. Okay. All right. We're going to separate everybody. Oops. No. Like that. What I'm going to do is we're going to do Mage Hand. I'm going to hit F5. We're going to try to just basically get these guys to come out here. Oh, and
Lost in thought.
grease.
On it.
There we go. Oh, and that opened the door. Let's do grease again right there. Come on. Wait a minute. So they got all these like oil barrels and stuff, but really I'm just going to try to pull them in here. Oop. Oh, did that not work? Oh, crap. Okay. Crap.
That way.
Oh, okay. All right.
Looking ahead. Moving in.
What I could do is destroy the door. That should work. I guess Gale could
Ready and willing.
do this. Yeah. Kind of not what I wanted to do, but ooh. That should work. There it is. Okay. There it is. I'm surprised they're not reacting to that. What if we did this?
Certainly.
Like right there. Now we do this. All right. Crap, it didn't get all the barrels. I thought it would get all the barrels and it would have just one and done this. Crap. Okay. Let's do 40, 30. Ooh, not great. Ensnaring. Yeah. Probably so. Oh, come on. Really? Miss?
On my way.
I'm ready.
Okay. Okay. So I got him. Didn't get that one. And that's okay. We're gonna oh, I don't have anything to... Well, I don't really need to dip anything. That's fine. We're gonna go this way. We're gonna dash. We're gonna get to this corner right over here.
No time to waste.
Just like that.
What fools these mortals be.
Ugh. Now I had... Oh, you know what? I never put on Misty Step. That's right. Ooh. Ooh. Can't do that mid-combat. But I want to replace this one at least. Crap. Okay. All right, all right, all right. Yeah, I guess I'll go this way. It's fine. Okay. I knew it. Okay. Hail of Thorns. I'm going to do this guy because...
Think you can take me on?
There you go. He's down.
Best be on my way.
Okay.
Onward.
Let's see. Gotta work.
Victory awaits.
Okay. We should be able to do fainting, or just let's disarm him because... Oh crap. Wasn't able to do it. Okay. Leather boots, leather gloves, javelin. Well, we can throw these, so if we need to. But let's stay right here, actually. Okay. We're kind of out of... Yeah, I can't do it during combat at all. Okay. Ooh. Not enough movement? Crap. Okay. Let's dash. Maybe they won't see me. Because then the very next move I can blow these guys up. Right there. The fire ran out. They were waiting for that fire. Crap. Oh man. This is not good. Okay. Alright. Get both of them. Go right over here.
One day I'll catch a break.
Okay. I might be able to put the blades right there in that doorway. We'll see.
Strike hard, strike fast.
Yes. Ooh.
Got to press on.
Okay.
Victory awaits.
Let me go right here.
On the move.
I'm gonna shoot her. Oh, come. All right. We had kind of a disadvantage, but not that much. Hey, B-dubs, how are you doing? We're gonna try to get this one.
The iron is hot.
All right. maybe that'll be enough. How are you doing, B-dubs? Welcome on in.
Can't slow down.
I'm just trying to do this quick battle because this is really not that hard. I just did it wrong. I put enough grease here that I thought it reached to these guys, and then when I lit it all on fire, it got right up to right there, and it didn't work. So I'm having to do this the long way. But yeah, I'll try to do this. Okay. Yeah, I'm tired. My first time in a YouTube live. How are you doing? Oh, welcome on in. You'll notice, of course, I'm doing twice the maximum bit rate that Twitch allows. So it's in 2K. So that's the big difference, is that usually the quality of the video should be much better. And even if it isn't at the time when you're watching it, it could always be watched back in 2K. So, but I'm doing pretty good. Good to see ya. We're just gonna do this again. Oh, wait a minute, wait. We don't want to do that. Hold on. Let's do... Wait a minute. Yeah. So we're there. We got it done.
I will ascend.
All right. Disarm. Oh, she's missed every time.
I don't fancy their chances.
Okay.
One by one.
Oh, nice. Critical. Okay. Let's see what we got.
Have to keep going.
Come on. Oh, I missed again. Wow. Wow. It's interesting he's not going for the mimic over here, or the fake one, the duplicitous one. Guess we could just try this real quick. There it is, finally. And when it hits, of course, it hits for 17. Whatever. Shadow Heart, let's turn that off. All right.
Let's get going.
Oh, and we got to kill this guy, that's right. Okay. Let's see what you got. Oh, yeah, he doesn't have anything.
Catch a break.
Then when we do this area, we're going to get withers, of course, and nice. Give this to Lazel. And then we'll see where we're at. We'll see how we're feeling. Give this to Gale. Journey through the jungle. Welcome to the jungle. All right. Oh, Maddie. This fight used to be really, really, really hard in early access. Well, to me, it was hard because the layout was totally different. Like you would come in like through here. And that's why I still believe that this is kind of like a weird little area, because that's kind of how it looked when you did this area. You'd come in here, there would be like, really nothing. And there was a set of stairs over here and another set of stairs over here. And then more guys would pile in coming in from back here, and they would just all kind of converge on you. And it was just tricky. And everything was just far enough to make it strategically real hard to do. Read.
To put my hands on everything.
What happens if you don't kill the unconscious opponents? Do they eventually wake up? No, I don't really know. I just don't leave them for it. I mean, I don't have any reason to keep them alive. Where is... There it is. See, things like this ancient scroll, through the bloom of mold, has leached the ink from most of the scroll. Its beginning is still legible. The sealing ritual. Our God cares not for petty ritual. There is only the sealing, and it is vital that we observe it with exacting reverence. On the day of the sealing, a mixture of bone and ash is consecrated. Upon the names of the dead, we spread the offering, imbuing the ink with the essence of death of our God. Okay, I take. And this is also where we get our book. Which hopefully we should be able to unshackle. This is one of those I'm going to do a save scum. I'm a save scum expert. I mean, I don't care. This is a strategy game. It's meant to be saved. If they didn't, they even ask you, do you want to have like 50 quick saves, things like that. It's meant to be saved. I have no problems quick saving.
What's on your mind?
Oops. Nothing. I got nothing on my mind. Oh, and this would be a good time to go ahead and get Gale to switch his spells. Let's get rid of Grease. Let's put in Misty Step. 2 S-tier spells, Misty Step and Cloud of Daggers. Amazing stuff right there. Chromatic Orb is actually pretty good. I wish I had enough for Fog Cloud and and Grease, but anyway. Where is... I think there's some clothes in here. Let's see. Divinity Guide. Curse of the Vampire. Okay, I think this one's the one with clothes. Ugh. Nothing. Oh, so it's the other room that has it. Okay. Okay. How does it open? Okay. And I love this room. It's just a library. But,
Seems simple enough. You do not recognize the language on the plaque.
Very old. Chapel records. I had to turn my camera off because it was lagging the stream. I don't know, something was going on with my camera. See? Pull the lever. Ah, candles. The Unclaimed. This is the one I read when I did the Viconia video. Basically about a priestess of Shar and her ultimate fate. Sometimes they'll throw a scroll in here. Nope. I think this one is the ball. No, yeah, it's the eyewitness accounts of the ball spawn crisis. So this one's pretty neat because they actually refer to some of the stuff that happens in the original Baldur's Gate with 1 and 2. Yeah, that's all I'll say about that. But you have Saravok, and you also have Arunicus that's mentioned as well. So it's neat. Very neat. I am working really hard on my next video. It might be done by Friday. If you know, that may be a little hopeful, but I do think that it might be done by Friday because all I'm really doing is putting video over my audio at the moment, which is much faster than
This place wasn't built for the
you know,
living.
doing everything else. Oops. 1, 10, 5, nothing. Okay. I'm gonna head off to bed. Gonna watch your stream as I fall asleep. Good night, lady. Yeah, no problem. No problem at all. I'm not gonna be on for much longer. There we go. I'm not gonna be on much longer. Okay. So here is where I kind of slow it down a little bit because I want to see all the traps.
Step carefully. There's a trap.
Okay.
Enough waiting. I crave blood.
Let's move.
More importantly, I got to make sure I do this one. Okay. Disarm. Plus you get XP for it, so... Well, you're supposed to get. Maybe you don't. Okay.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
Okay. Again, I'm gonna at 5 because I don't always get the sarcophagus to show me the trap. Okay. Very good.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
Of course, the button is right here. When the game first came out on full access, full whatever, this button didn't work. It's like I kept pressing it and everything was still exploding. Ooh. Okay.
Trap. Be cautious.
I don't have to worry about the gargles so much, but anything I can do to... Ooh, a trident, really? Okay. Give that to Lae'zel. I always forget what's in here. I don't know. Perception failed. I think it was just a trap that's in the middle of the room. It's so nice having the guidance on your own character. Not have to worry about it as much.
Trap. Be cautious.
Ooh. I forgot about all these goodies. Okay. Gotten this far, I don't want to have to do it all over again. Ooh, we are rolling good. We are definitely getting some good rolls.
There's a trap.
Might just be able to avoid this.
Step carefully. There's a trap.
Yeah. Okay. Ooh, barely. All right. Because the gas is one thing, it's another to have them explode with the fireballs. Man, we're just doing so good. Of course, here is where we get the coin.
There's a trap.
Right there. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Oh, I didn't put the bonus on. That sucks. I'm not gonna use an inspiration point for that. I forgot to put on guidance though. So that's no good. There we go. And I only lost it by 1, so all right. So we're pretty good. I think we're safe. What I have done in the past, it was kind of cheesy, is I was able to jump on the sarcophagus, loot it, and then jump over there. You know, like a long leap. You can't do that anymore, as far as I know. Okay, so we're gonna make sure we don't have problems. Let's go. Yep, completely disarmed the whole place. So there you go. We did it. And engraved key opens the door. Like I said, we get withers, and this is where we may go ahead and call it after this.
Scribes, but no sign of a struggle. The bones are intact. Would not speak.
I'm going to give this to Gale. Okay, this is the room I want with the book.
Looks like someone wanted to bury their secrets.
Okay. Very important we get this book. Well, not like life or death or anything, but we definitely want to collect it. All right. Lockpick.
Wonder what's past this.
Good. Good, good, good. Read. So the name of the dead gods, most of them unfamiliar and unpronounceable, fill the pages of this ancient tome. Several entries on the last page have been stricken through, the final 3 thoroughly enough to be completely illegible. Okay. But you'll see. Where did it? What? There it is. Book of the Dead Gods. Right there. Okay. Okay. Another soul coin. Ring heavy armor. Let me give that to Lae'zel, I think. I don't think that's better than what she has.
Not reaction.
No, it's not. Let me give that to Shadowheart.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
Yeah, but she's not proficient with heavy armor. Okay, so she's only good with medium. All right.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting
That's the
times.
kind of stuff I can never remember.
Light on my feet.
Yeah, there's nothing there. Of course. If you cannot lockpick it, like let's say we do a fail and we need to take it to a starring or something, you can always just pick it up. You know, it may weigh a bit, but you can always pick it up. And then save it for later. Like there's a couple places where that's very dangerous to
Jurgle, the scribe of the dead. This chapel must be ancient.
Jurgle. So yeah, it's ancient if it's got Jurgle on there.
The inscription is in a language unknown to you.
But yeah, I mean, if there's a couple places that are real dangerous to like try to, you know, lockpick while you're there or whatever, it's like it's just better just to grab it and go. So you just like get somebody like Lae'zel or somebody who can, you know, carry it. You just put it in, you know, just pocket it and move on. Now this is a moment where like if I had all the grease, I could just go ahead and put them here. Let me rest.
That took the edge off.
Level 1 spell. What is this one? Level 2. So let's do a level 2. Okay, so we got that back. Yeah. But not only that, we have all these spells here. We need to keep that in mind. Start putting all these in here. That'll be kind of like our spell bag. Make it easier. There we go. It's just something we can sell. Wares. There we go.
Still breathing, despite everything. What's that? Something just woke up down here.
Let them come. The darkness can be to our advantage.
Let me go in here. We go to type. There it is. Right there. Oops. I'm going to throw that right there. Just in case they get to that point. I'm going to bring myself in here.
Seen everything.
There we go.
Can't give up. Not now.
We're going to do create water. Right here. Okay. Same thing. Get over there. Okay.
May the dice roll in my favor.
I'm going to bring you in here, Gale, first. I want to see what they do. I want to bring them in. I want to bottleneck them.
Time to strike.
Let me see if I can't get her to hit somebody, though. Where are they? She could hit him, but she would have to move up. Same thing. She'd have to move up all the way over there. Let's try to get this guy. I don't think we can. Actually, hold on. Let's do a hamstring.
You bow or you break.
Okay, so that's good.
Taking position.
All right. All right, let them all come. They should dash. Where is he going? Yeah, that one over here, he's always a pain. That's why I was trying to get him. Because he tries to cast from that corner there. Make sure.
Another step forward.
There we go. Oops. Yeah. Okay.
What's the plan?
Okay. And then we're going to do Shield of Faith. There. There we go.
One can't always be a gentleman.
Okay. Let's get this one. Ooh. Yeah. I want to get rid of him. There we go. All right.
Swift and lethal.
Shoot him. There we go. Yay. It's really just these three. Should be okay. Ooh. Just short of going into the grease. All right. Okay. I'm going to bring me back inside.
Can't afford to let up.
All right.
On my way.
Oh, how did he... Okay.
Mistra Rill.
Okay.
Indeed.
This is the same problem as last time. They're just not close enough for me to do this. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Ooh.
I will ascend.
All right, good. We're going to use our extra action now to... that's a scribe. Let's do pushing. There we go. Nice. Oh man, I thought that was... Oh, that's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt quite a bit.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
We're silenced. Okay.
Need to act fast.
Why don't you just go ahead and get back in there, Shadowheart? There we go.
Unleash me.
Now you're silenced, so... Oh, no, he's not silenced because we killed the guy that did that. Oh, man. Forgot about that. Come on. See if we can't draw him out. He's not coming. All right.
Very well.
What should I do? Moving.
Okay.
The lance board is set. Rook to queen 6.
Time to strike. Taking position.
Okay. There we go. Finally. Yeah, he glitched. I don't know why he was there. And he's probably thinking he could get to us from this wall or something.
My faith will protect me.
Okay. Try this. Oh, he gets saved again. All right.
Allow me to demonstrate.
We'll try this again. Miss. Great.
It shall be done.
I will ascend.
All right. Now we can do, let's see. Let's do disarming. here. So I want him to come out more in the open. Okay. There we go. Now it's 75. Ooh. He's down to 1? Yes, he's down to 1 hit point. All right, whatever.
Can't give up.
Let's just try this. No. And it's 16.
Even after death. Fools.
You all right, Lae'zel?
Rising from the dead just to protect some dusty old baubles.
Okay, so we need to get rid of that grease spot.
Library.
There we go. Okay.
All right, what now? With haste.
A lot of effort to hide
has
one
taken its toll.
sarcophagus.
I should rest.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll do that. Give this to Gale. And one of my favorite amulets, Speak with the Dead. I'm going to keep that. Not going to use it right now, but guidance, I mean, I've loved having it with me this whole time. Let's see. And this needs to go in my there. It's my gem bag. Oh yeah, the spear. I need to go ahead and just give that to probably Shadowheart.
Wits and blades, always sharp.
I don't think it's a two-hand. Yeah, no, it's not. It's good. We're good. We're good. We're fine. We're fine.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Let's put this in our booms. Where's our big booms? Is this our big booms? Yeah, that's our big booms. Put that there. And, oh yeah, big booms. Okay. There's these scrolls that are right there. All right, let's go ahead and call these wares so I don't forget. Nettie's gloves. Stole them. So now I can give this to Shadowheart. But I love the Speaking with the Dead. It just comes in so handy for many occasions. As long as you don't actually kill them, usually they'll talk to you if they can. You know, if the body is too long dead or whatever, then you can't.
Here lies the guardian of tombs. Through knowledge comes atonement.
I do love our little hat.
So he has spoken, and so thou standest before me. Right, as always. What a curious way to awaken. Now, I have a question for thee. What is the worth of a single mortal's life?
What here are we talking about?
An arbiter of certain matters. But that is not important now. Wilt thou answer my question? So, I ask again, what is the worth of a single mortal life?
Loth sworn, life only has value where Loth decrees it.
What an imbalance.
Very well.
Yeah.
I am satisfied. We have met, and I know thy face. We will see each other again at the proper time and place. Farewell.
Okay. Kind of soul coin. Okay. Potions. Oh, gotta give this to Gale. All right.
Best be on my way.
Interesting that they were, you know, of course, guarding him, and he doesn't really care. You know? All right, now we should have enough money now that I should be able to get that bow that I was looking at before. Okay.
Eager for battle.
I applaud your taste.
I think that still washes us if we wanted to.
Stayed interesting.
Wet.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Yeah, so he's clean now. Yeah. All right. And we need to get Will. So we need that bow I was talking about, and we need to go pick up Will. I mean, I said join me, but oh well. Because the next area we'll probably go do Karlak.
That's curious.
Okay. Good. All right, let's call this aware. Call that aware. These things wares. Oops. That's right. It's a spider thing, so that's not a gym bag. Okay. I thought it was. And then we'll go here. We'll say take all. Call this aware. Call that aware. Call that aware. There's a few things I've noticed that I haven't run into. Like rogue stones. Rogue stones were really wonderful to find in Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. Well, 2. I know 2. I don't remember if 1 had a rogue stone.
Will understand my need for servants. They will help you, but only if I ask.
Okay. All right. So, as I mentioned, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and call it right here. And I'm going to go back to the Druid campsite, get the bow that I was talking about, sell some things, then get Will, and then I'll rest, and I'll take it from there, which at that point we'll probably try to do the Karlak. I'm pretty sure we can do it. Either that or we'll do the Harpies. We'll probably be able to do the Harpies at this point. I thought for sure I'd be able to get Lae'zel to level... Well, actually, we're all level 3, aren't we? I wonder how close we are to 4. Yeah. We're not even halfway. Well, that's okay. If we can get to 4, I mean... Yeah. It's going to be tricky. There's a lot we can definitely do, though. There's a lot we can do. But anyway, I appreciate everybody being here, and I will check you guys later. I am still working on the next video, and I'm hoping to have it out this week. Well, not this week necessarily, maybe on the weekend. I may not. I mean, you know, there's only so much time I can commit to it. But I mean, if you like the content, then I appreciate any subs to the channel. I mean, they are free on YouTube. They're always greatly appreciated. We are trying to get to at least 1,000 so the channel can get monetized and YouTube can pay me for all the hard work that we do for you. That's just the goal, you know. It will get there eventually, you know. There's no rush. But yeah, I'll see you guys next Tuesday for the next part of this stream. And like I said before, I put a poll out there, is like, do you want me to do hardcore versus just continue the Drow run, Drow Ranger run? We're not going to like stop this run, but I'm kind of curious, would everybody like to see a hardcore run, you know? We may not even get past the Druid Grove. Who knows? I mean, it'd be kind of interesting to try. I mean, getting the gold dice would be definitely nice. There's a lot of boss battles. I would say that because they're a little glitchy, it's kind of hard to say how that would work. I mean, what if it glitches out and I die for, you know, no good reason? You know, that's the kind of stuff that I always worry about. That's why I don't do hardcore mode, because you can't account for everything. You can be the best at it, and then it still glitches out and things happen, right? So anyway, I will check you guys later, and y'all take care. Let me put it on the appropriate ending video.